Hello, I'm NICOLA JONES, and welcome to Green Listed. We're on location in Muskoka, Ontario, exploring another fun way of connecting with nature. You know, building a treehouse is probably one of the many fond memories of childhood. But did you know that treehouses are not just for kids anymore? The family that lives in this lakeside sanctuary loved their trees so much that they wanted to get up in them. And that's when the concept for Treehouse was born.
So we built a platform right on grade, and literally the structure is two sets of swings. So you'll see underneath the treehouse there are two beams that run along the two pairs of trees, and on those beams the whole structure sits. So originally those beams were at grade. We built the treehouse on top of those beams. And we got it about 70% done, 80% done on grade, and then we literally hoisted it up using a crane that was connected to the top of the hill here. So the basic premise of keeping the trees alive was to impose as little damage on them as possible. So the treehouse actually, is suspended from each tree with one hole drilled in each tree. So each tree has one hole that holds the whole structure up.
Exploring this cool treehouse hideaway, I really get a sense of stillness, despite the gentle sway of the structure. And it really is amazing the way the light filters in, and even the wood has faded to reflect the forest that it inhabits.
The kind of concept of the three layers of the treehouse was again, it was sort of following the structure of a tree. The kind of trunk is the darkest and most opaque part. You get into the kind of foliage area, and then you're at the top of the tree where you get a kind of vista. So the first floor is opaque. It's the sort of sleeping floor. It's not weatherproof. It's waterproof. Probably wouldn't want to be there in the winter, but it'll keep you dry overnight if you're camping out in it overnight. The second floor, it's a sort of shroud of the kind of lattice, so it's like being in the kind of foliage of a tree. And then the top floor, it's open to above, to the vista of the lake. There's also a deer reserve in this area as well, so you'll have deer running through the property, so you can kind of watch the deer below you, and you're really like a kind of animal in the tree watching nature around you. So the idea was just to reuse whatever we had to cut down and put it back in the project.
The sight of this luminous structure at night is out of this world, but not out of the question for you. Why not make your next family vacation a treehouse trip? Check out these cool hideaways. In British Columbia, Canada, you can bounce in the boughs in these free spirit spheres that are suspended high above the forest floor. These spheres use the forest trees and a web-like suspension system as their support, reminding guests of their connection to and dependence on nature. The Treehouse Lodge in Costa Rica is not just an eco-lodge working with nature, it truly is a part of it. Built entirely out of sustainable wood from fallen trees, this luxurious place is located within a wildlife refuge. The lodge features beautifully crafted bamboo walls, solar heating and electricity, and even the opportunity to see the rare Amazon tucuchi dolphin swim nearby. Coming up on Green Listed, we meet a former Hollywood special effects master whose organic winery has inspired international acclaim.